Monday, the 24th of August, 2026. What they are doing to Sonny Corinthos and Curtis Ashford is downright criminal. I am talking about top secret insider leaks straight from the set of General Hospital, and if you thought the drama was slowing down as we head into the fall, you are in for a massive shock. We have got casting shakeups, secret alliances, and a sweeps week setup that is going to blow the roof off Port Charles. I just got off the phone with my best source, and let me tell you, the upcoming episodes are going to turn everything we thought we knew completely upside down. You guys, I have been combing through these leaked pages, and I can barely catch my breath. If you ask me, the writers are pulling out all the stops for this one, and absolutely nobody is safe from the impending fallout. Let us start with the devastating situation surrounding Curtis Ashford and his impending trip to Pentonville. The leaked script details a highly emotional and incredibly tense scene between Curtis and Jordan Ashford right before he is transported to the prison. Now, we all assume this was just going to be a tearful goodbye, a moment for them to reflect on their past and the tragedy of his sentence. But guys, my insider leak confirms that this scene is going to be completely flipped on its head. This is not a romantic farewell. This is a high-stakes, covert exchange of information. Jordan comes to Curtis not just as a friend, but as a woman who has stumbled onto something massive. She reveals to Curtis that she has discovered a severe, deep-rooted issue within Aurora Media. Someone is quietly pulling the strings, manipulating the company from the shadows, and she desperately needs Curtis's brilliant investigative mind to help her figure out who it is. Curtis is staring down the barrel of a prison sentence, but if you ask me, his own freedom suddenly becomes the least of his worries. His immediate fear is that Jordan is going to become the next target of whoever is orchestrating this massive corporate takeover. Before the guards can take him away, Curtis leans in and hands Jordan a crucial piece of information. He tells her she needs to investigate a specific person, someone they have both trusted for years. Who could it be? My mind is spinning. And here's the real kicker, ladies. That vote of confidence Jordan recently received. It is not just a pat on the back. It is a calculated move by a larger, unseen power to elevate Jordan into a central position of authority, essentially turning her into the primary pawn in a brand new, highly dangerous war in Port Charles. Jordan is stepping right into the lion's den, and Curtis is leaving her with the only weapon she has, the truth. Now, while Curtis is being hauled off, we need to talk about Portia Robinson. As we know, Portia skipped the family goodbye, claiming she wanted to avoid the stress and tension. But she is not going to get a moment of peace, because guess who shows up at her door? Ava Jerome. You guys, Ava never does anything out of the goodness of her heart. This is not a sympathy call. Ava arrives with a bombshell that is going to leave Portia and Trina Robinson completely stunned. According to the leaked scripts, Ava reveals that Curtis is hiding a massive, dark secret related to the very case that sent him to prison. Ava drops the hint that Curtis might not actually be guilty of what he is going down for, but rather he has sacrificed himself to protect someone else. Can you imagine the look on Portia's face? She is already an emotional wreck, and now Ava has planted this seed of doubt. Portia immediately begins to spiral, wondering who Curtis could possibly be protecting. But the real star of this upcoming storyline is going to be Trina Robinson. Trina is not going to sit back and watch her family be destroyed. If you ask me, Trina is about to step into her power. She decides right then and there that she is going to dig deep and uncover the absolute truth about her father's sacrifice. But in doing so, Trina's investigation is going to accidentally pull Ava Jerome right back into the crosshairs of a highly dangerous conspiracy. Ava thought she was just stirring the pot, but she is about to find herself trapped in the very web she helped spin. The dynamic between Ava, Portia, and Trina is going to be pure gold, and I cannot wait to see these three strong women navigate this treacherous new path. Speaking of Ava, we absolutely have to discuss the explosive three-way war brewing between her, Drew Kane, and Sonny Corinthos. The rumors have been swirling that Drew and Ava were teaming up to take down the Teflon Don, but my insider leak reveals a massive twist. Drew is completely faking his allegiance to Ava. That is right, ladies. Drew wants Ava to believe that they are partners in crime against Sonny, but his actual hidden agenda is to use Ava's own master plan to gather concrete evidence against her. Drew wants to expose Ava's darkest secrets, and he figures the best way to do that is to let her think she is in charge. He is playing a dangerous game of cat and mouse, hoping that the more Ava trusts him, the more she will let her guard down and reveal her true sinister motives. But let us be real for a second. This is Ava Jerome we are talking about. She is a former mob boss herself, a woman who has survived the Jerome family curse and outsmarted some of the most dangerous men in Port Charles. You really think she is going to let Drew Kane play her for a fool? Absolutely not. The leaked script indicates that Ava quickly catches on to Drew's deception. She realizes he is hiding an ulterior motive, and instead of calling him out, she silently sets a brilliant, deadly counter trap. She is going to feed Drew false information, leading him right into a corner. What started as a simple alliance to dethrone Sonny is about to morph into an incredibly dangerous, high-stakes psychological thriller. It is a three-way chess match between Drew, Ava, and Sonny, and one wrong move could cost any of them their lives. If you ask me, Drew is entirely out of his depth dealing with a mastermind like Ava. Now, let's pivot to the man at the center of all this chaos, Sonny Corinthos. For weeks, the upcoming episodes have teased that Sonny is changing his tactics, that he wants to step away from the criminal underworld and live a peaceful life. Ladies, do not believe a word of it. My sources confirm that Sonny's retirement is nothing more than a brilliant, calculated ruse to deceive all of his enemies. He wants Drew, Ava, and every other rival in Port Charles to think he is weak, vulnerable, and out of the game. The leaked script details a highly secretive, clandestine meeting at the Metro Court between Sonny and a mysterious old ally. During this hushed conversation, Sonny reveals his true master plan. He is actively building a brand new, completely covert network that operates entirely in the shadows. Sonny is completely cutting ties with his old, visible crew because he knows there are rats in his organization. He knows that his rivals are just waiting like vultures for him to show a sign of weakness so they can swoop in and claim his territory. By faking his retreat, Sonny is letting his enemies think they have already won the war. He is giving them a false sense of security, allowing them to drop their guard and make stupid, arrogant mistakes. And just when they think they are untouchable, Sonny is going to launch a massive, devastating counterattack that they will never see coming. This classic mob boss strategy is going to make the ongoing war with Drew and Ava infinitely more dangerous. Sonny is playing the long game, and I am telling you guys, the sweeps week climax of this storyline is going to feature a bloodbath of epic proportions. You do not cross Sonny Corinthos and live to brag about it. Finally, we need to talk about a scene that might seem small, but is actually going to blow this entire storyline wide open. The leaked script features a very intense conversation between Laura Collins and her grandson, Rocco Falconeri. Now, we might have expected Laura to just ask Rocco how he is doing with the whole Drew and Scout situation, but this exchange takes a dark turn. Laura is actually pleading with Rocco to keep his mouth shut about a highly sensitive piece of information he accidentally stumbled upon. According to the leak, Rocco either overheard a very dangerous conversation or saw a highly suspicious person lurking near his family. At first, Rocco didn't understand the gravity of what he witnessed, but Laura, with all her years of experience dealing with Port Charles's criminal underbelly, instantly connects the dots. Laura realizes that the information Rocco holds is directly tied to the vicious, escalating war between Drew, Sonny, and Ava. She is absolutely terrified for her grandson's safety and strictly forbids him from investigating any further. But you guys know how teenagers are on this show. Telling them not to do something is basically handing them a formal invitation to do exactly that. Rocco realizes he is holding the most important puzzle piece to this entire mystery. And here is where the upcoming episodes get really juicy. Rocco is not going to keep this secret to himself. The rumors say he is going to confide in Scout Kane. Once Scout knows, this massive, deadly mob secret is going to spread like wildfire through the teen scene of Port Charles. We are looking at a brand new, incredibly thrilling storyline where the younger generation gets tangled up in the dangerous games of their parents. So, what do you guys think? Will Jordan be able to uncover the manipulator at Aurora Media before they take her down? Will Trina's investigation into Curtis' secret put Ava in a body bag? Who is going to win this deadly game of chess between Drew, Ava, and the supposedly retired Sonny Corinthos? And most importantly, are Rocco and Scout going to survive getting involved in a full-blown mob war? Drop your thoughts theories and all your juicy speculation in the comments below because I want to hear what you think about this massive casting shakeup and storyline twist.